everybody, welcome back to our Hi Jakarta podcast. With me today, Very Mahaganya as your very special host. Dan hari ini kita bakal panggil salah satu guest lagi dari Hi Jakarta Production langsung. Nah, today we have a very special girl. Her name is Falona. Dia kelas 10 guys. She's another deco of mine, same like all the other guests before. But she's very talented and very smart, both academically and non-academically. Dia udah join OS and IPS, which is something that is not hard. I mean, it's not easy to do. It's like, it requires skill. It requires all the blood, sweat, and tears. Dan juga dia masuk Hi Jakarta Production, dia udah memiliki skill singing and also went to few competitions. Nah, for all of you yang mau tahu nih lebih lanjut about our friend here today, Falona, kita langsung aja panggil. Hi, Falona!
Hi, guys!
Okay, we can say hi to the camera in the middle. Hello, hello!
Hi, everyone!
Okay, wow, it's so nice to have you here. Finally, kita on camera. Tadi selama ini kita ngobrol off camera ya.
Yeah,
Tapi kita ternyata udah kayak chemistry-nya udah we click. So I made it. We can do like a short intro. Like maybe your full names, your hobby, selama ini, what's like your kesibukan, like that.
Okay, so hi, everyone. My name is Falona Alorazia Prabawa, and I am 15. And currently, I've been focusing a lot in singing competition, mostly solo vocal. And yeah, it's been it's been a year. I did so much stuff in about like 6 months, and all of it is just very fast-paced.
Very fast-paced, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's like the word, because like even I feel like 2025 is going on so quickly. Like, oh my god, it's November.
It's November.
It's November.
It's almost Christmas.
Oh my god, you're so right.
It's Christmas.
No, I didn't think of that until she said it. I was like, oh my god, it's really that close to Christmas. And closer to New Year's.
New year, new me, huh?
New year, new me. We'll see about that.
We'll see about that.
Well, come on, Hi Jakarta Production. How long has it been here, actually?
I think it's been about like a year and 6 months, but I'm pretty sure it's already like more
Pushing
than
all your years then. Yeah, pushing on 2 years.
exactly.
So, Tadika, from like our conversation before, you said you've been really busy. Like every year you've always had like stuff to do. Maybe you can actually tell our audience now like what you've been doing for like the year and what is your plans for next year.
Okay, so the thing is, early in about 2025, I would say not too early in a month. I would say like starting from area of early June, I was already auditioning for online competitions, and selain itu aku juga sebenarnya udah ngeband. We'll talk about that later.
Fast. We'll keep
So,
talking about stuff
yeah.
later.
So the thing is, early June to this November and December, I actually had already a lot of plans, specifically like singing competitions internationally and nationally. For in about June, I actually auditioned for preliminary for Singapore. Then it's honestly a very, very, very spectacular it's a very spectacular experience because I did not sing it with -1. I had to sing it with an actual pianist.
Oh, so everything was like live.
It was live, 100% acoustic. I did not use a mic.
Oh my god.
Yes, I did not use a mic. There was only a piano and me, myself, and the people watching me, exactly. And thank goodness that I actually passed the preliminary. And after focusing on that, I actually had a competition as well in Bali.
In Bali. Jadi itu sekali liburan kah?
Oh iya dong, sekalian healing.
Yeah, sekali
Healing. Benar, sekalian healing. So when I was in Bali, I actually had a lot of fun. I had a lot of like lessons that I took there as well. And honestly, thank goodness is that I also won.
Well, thank God.
Thank God.
Thank
Exactly.
God.
Thank God. I also won. And after that, I had things to do other than that. And in the same month, in July, when I was in Bali, early July, I went to Bali, but tengah-tengah sampai akhir Juli itu aku langsung ke Singapore. So I had my flight twice.
You were really busy July then.
Yes, but other than July, I was also very busy.
Okay, so it was like, you know what? It's not just July. Everyone else in the year was also busy.
Well,
Right. Well, other than July, maybe during August? What did you do in August?
August, I honestly did not remember much, but in that time of period, di mana kaya it was more than July, I had competitions as well from school, but other than that, it was also like online competitions as well, which I did not remember the name, but
Because it's online.
it's online, and suddenly a trophy came by to my house and I'm like, which one is this?
Wait, what did I do again? What did I do? What did I do? The H video? What one is this? Oh, you know what? It's a trophy. We'll take it. Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it. Yeah, better than nothing.
It's blessings, right?
Mm.
Yeah. So
But then you did remember it though, right?
oh yeah, I did remember
Of course. Yes. Okay, so you finally knew. Oh, it was that competition.
Yeah. I was like, after thinking a while, and I was like, oh, I did this, and I just remember that, right? And after online competitions, I also joined national competitions. And other than that, my very last one, international competition was in Thailand. It was really amazing. Wow. I mean, the theater was absolutely marvelous. It was in Dakhan British School,
Oh,
and it was it was great. The people were amazing. Like ada people from Indonesia, people from Thailand, but mostly aku lebih ke temenannya orang-orang Thailand and Indonesia because there's different categories. And me specifically, because I'm from Indonesia, I did not have like the urge to be friends with different categories aside from solo vocal because
I understand.
right, like people who play instruments is very intimidating, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, really?
Yes, they have so much aura and they performed absolutely
So much aura.
they have so much aura and absolutely nailed their performance. And I was like, I don't think I have
Courage to them, and I was. Do I just say hi, hello?
quickly. Like they're just absolutely so amazing. Like, ugh, it was spectacular. And then again, I also won another prize, which I'm very grateful for.
Well, I'm happy for you because I've
Thank
been
you.
away to Thailand, Singapore, and then Bali, and I was like, oh, what's happening? What's happening in Japan? I've never actually been into an international competition.
Girl.
If it's not like through online, you
Yeah.
know. So like knowing that you're going to the country yourself, like you're physically going there, pasti kamu kayak nervous banget.
It was
Oh my god, you have to fly to that country. You're going to perform there. You're like, oh my god, let's be scared.
yeah.
What was like your tips and tricks though? Like, do you just like just go for it? Jalanin aja, pede aja. What was like the thing that that kept replaying in your head?
The thing is, I am a type of person that really have the respect for music. The thing is, setiap kali aku mau bawa performance that I think is very berat gitu, let's say international competition, the tips for me is that you have to pick a right song for each country. And for one thing is, pilih a song for competition is also very important. Karena selain that it's good for the presence, it's also good that you discover something that kamu belum pernah discover before. And me personally, I actually had to bedah each lagu. Like I had to know what was it about,
Yeah,
the meaning, and I had to know if I were to be the character that's singing it, how would I express the song through their point of view, like through their eyes, right? And the songs I've bring out in competition itu juga lumayan berat sih menurut aku karena mostly itu juga dari Cynthia Erivo, right? And I'm like,
yeah, it's well, you gotta reach that kind of vocal soon.
yeah, the vocals, the stage presence, the atmosphere have to feel it with you. And most importantly for me, itu lebih ke arah how will you bring your presence towards people so you can magnetically pull people in so they can absolutely put their eyes on you, because this is how I feel towards when I was in Singapore. Everyone was absolutely beautiful. They were not playing their phone, and I was feeling very relieved that okay, you have your eyes on me, and I really appreciate that gitu. It's all about respecting the music and putting your soul in the music as well.
That's true.
Yeah.
Karena
And
pasti orang yang kalau nyanyi tapi lirik doang without emotion,
yeah,
you're not going to feel it. You're not like,
yeah.
okay, it's just like they're reading a lyric,
Yeah.
reading word for word, but then you don't get, oh, it's this emotion, it's the
Yeah.
sadness, it's the joy, it's like
Exactly.
feelings, emotions there.
Yeah. And like most importantly is that I don't think a song can only be sad, anger. It could be very complex.
Hmm.
It could be something like
Like, yeah.
grief. It could feel overwhelmingness. And it could feel like joy, but with a glimpse of sadness you get. So like I think each songs have different types of complex emotions.
That's true.
And for one is also that selain bedah the song and feeling the song is that you also need to prepare yourself mentally. That's the thing. Because I do not want to bring a mental there. Even though like I do feel scared. I feel very scared every single time I'm about to perform. And it still happens till now. I never know.
nerve-wracking.
Yeah, it's nerve wracking. I never know what's gonna happen in the future. That's the thing. I never knew. Who knows? Maybe I might feel nervous again, but the thing is, you just have to face it. That's the
Real. You have to face it.
That's the key. You have to face it despite your fear because that's the courage inside you that makes you want to do it. And bravery is not a lot of people say this, but bravery sometimes feel like fear, but it's doing what you're supposed to do despite the fear. That's the thing.
Ooh, I like that. I like that line. Oh my god, you guys must have heard that. Cause like, like try to embed it into your head and like, oh my god, this might be the life-changing mindset. Cause that's the first time I heard it and wow. Never heard it from any kind of teacher. Like I feel like she's like my psychology teacher and like my therapist, like, oh my god, I'm giving you like words of admiration towards life. Right. Okay, you know what? Okay, you're right, you know. I mean, from all of these competitions, I'm pretty sure they are all big achievements for you, but which one are you most proud of? I mean, considering the process, the hard work, the blood, sweat, and tears, which one are you most proud of?
I am very much proud of myself when it was actually the first time I took an international competition in Bali.
Oh, the Ballad
July, yeah. It was such a hard process and the song is very meaningful to me. It's something that I do not want to bring sepele gitu or like seolah-olah like I do not care about the song. The song is very deep because it really represents what I'm gonna do in the future. And selain itu is that I was very, very ill. Like,
Oh, you were ill.
I was very, very ill. I couldn't speak. I couldn't breathe properly. And I had like issues with my lungs as well. Ironic, isn't it?
Wait, oh my god. But you still managed to, like, run the competition
I
anyway.
still managed to do the competition anyways. And the one thing is when I was in the room where the moment I was waiting for my song, I was absolutely telling myself that it's okay. You're here now. You're basically here for everyone. And now everyone have to enjoy your presence and you're gonna give whatever you're gonna give to them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And right there, I was just like, I was feeling every energy of the song and I was feeling every melancholic melodies. And when I was starting to sing, I know it wasn't as maximal as it is. I know that it was not as good
And
as
you could have done
yeah, I
better.
could have done better. But for people who are there, they could feel my emotions, my emotional emotions where I wanted to transfer that to them and itu berhasil gitu. And at that moment, when I finished my performance, it was a moment of silence.
A moment of silence, please. I'm like, I did it, guys. I did it. Did you see what I did? Did you see what I do?
Because the crowd was absolutely silent. They were silent for like a whole lot, 5 seconds. They were like,
Oh, because they're just so amazing. Like, oh my god, they just brought me to heaven or something.
yeah, they were like bamboozled. They were staying silent, which I was confused on stage. I was like,
Guys, hello. Am I gonna get them claps? When I lost. Hello, excuse me.
yeah, I was like, ini kenapa kayak
Kok diem aja,
gitu ya. And then turns out that everyone clapped. And when I walked out the venue, I saw my family legit dripping in tears.
Oh my god.
They were literally crying. And I was like, why are you guys crying?
It's happening. What's happening? What's happening?
Hello, excuse me.
And everyone just got really touched.
Yeah.
Oh, your voice must have been so good there.
Yeah, maybe it was more likely that I bring the emotional presence for everyone. And I was really glad because everyone there they were really warm. The atmosphere was really warm. Like, I saw everyone's expressions, and it's like they have a lit of spark, like, in their eyes. And I'm like, I was absolutely awe, you know? And I asked other contestants, how did I do the other day? And they said, you bring it with such an ease, even though they know that I was sick. Especially the judges. The judges knew I was also sick.
Oh, you just knew.
They said, you bring it with such an ease. Kayak, kamu tuh ngebawanya tuh kayak gampang gitu.
Gitu doang.
Kayak santai. Because it was very high note type of like song. And I didn't want to strain it or like bikin the presence uncomfortable karena not all high notes itu tuh bisa easy listening gitu, right? And they're just like, kamu tuh bawanya santai gitu. And which is I'm like, oh really? Thank you. I appreciate that so much gitu.
Like that. Yeah, it is because the emotions you bring, you really try to understand the meaning behind the song. It's not just like, ya bukan sekedar nyanyi aja, tapi sekedar you're bringing the message of the song to the audience so then they could feel what you're trying to like address gitu kan.
Yes.
Yeah, well, that's a lot of experience for singing. I mean, July, August, and it's just Bali, Singapore, and then Thailand. It was like, that's a lot of things to do. But when was like the first time you got into performing arts? I mean, performing arts isn't just singing, right? It's dancing, it's acting, it's reading the script, it's like the stage presence as well.
Okay, let me tell you a funny story. Is that actually the first time I joined performing arts, it was related to High Jakarta as well. So back then when I was in 8th grade, I told my mom, I think I'm kind of interested in Broadway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I was
Kind of origins there.
inspirations. Yeah, I was like interested in Broadway, and then she was like, "Oh, okay." And then she was randomly scrolling on Instagram, and suddenly, oh, popped up High Jakarta Productions, and she was like, "What is this?" You know. And then funny thing is that I did not join High Jakarta Productions.
Oh,
I joined High Superstars.
oh, I see. So you kind of like got confused on like which to join.
Yeah, and because at the moment I was just like, okay, let's give it a try, you know, because kan baru pertama kali juga. So when I joined High Superstars, I was absolutely shocked because the first time aku belajar di High Superstars ya, itu aku belajarnya sama Mr. Mike and Miss Riri
Oh,
langsung.
iya langsung jarinya.
Langsung sama Miss Ririnya langsung. And I was like, she is such an inspiration because she's like, oh my day, she's just absolutely amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just like,
There's no other.
yeah, that's right. And I was like, she's kind of suspicious. I feel like she's more than just a teacher.
She's more than just a teacher. She's more than that. She's more than that there.
Miss Riri, if you're just,
Yeah, I had this. You know, at first I was also like that. Like I joined in the youth internship program, right? Right in like 2022, and I was directly coached by her. Like she was giving me a whole lecture about internship, and I was like, she's not just a. She's not. She's not a teacher. She's not a coach. She's more than that.
she's more than that.
I seen the vision. You know, she's probably somewhere up there. You know.
Yeah.
And then she wasn't. I was like, oh, well, I should have said something better in the meeting, you know, should have impressed her. When I literally fumbled in front of her like a couple of times, and she's just like, okay, it's okay.
You know what I'm saying?
She's like really chill. It just brings out the family in us, you know. It's like, you know, we're just chill. It doesn't matter if I'm like a coach, if I'm like, I don't know, if I'm just like the backstage person. Like, we're family anyway.
Yeah, and like
Yeah,
and this is like my first time ever feeling that way towards an entertainment because all my life, whenever I joined an entertainment, like let's say I want to join a dance entertainment or ballet entertainment, they would be very, very keluarganya and itu kurang.
Yeah. It's just like between like, yeah, I'm your teacher, you're my student.
You're my student.
I'm teaching you this, that, this, that. There's nothing in between.
But she really teach me like the important things about being responsible. And I'm like,
Yes.
you are not just a teacher.
You're more than that. You're more than your Paris Morty.
And for one thing is that after I tried High Superstar, she recommended me, oh, you should try the PAA, the Performing Arts Academy, right? And I was just like, oh, okay. let's try that, right? And the first time I auditioned is like last year, maybe, gitu kan, and I got third grade in the first
Oh my god.
I was doing Mary Poppins and it was so fun.
Oh my
Like,
god, I love Mary Poppins.
right? It was absolutely
love.
so fun.
Yeah, yes.
Yes, it's absolutely amazing.
Well, I'm pretty sure Miss City has taught you a lot. And you've like started to develop this kind of like different mindset towards performing arts, especially in a community where there's not a lot of like peminat, you know. But to you, I'm pretty sure there's like a meaning of performing arts towards your life. How would you say the definition of performing arts is?
The definition of performing arts is that for me, it's an art that expresses like your freedom with performances.
Performance.
So you're free to do anything, you're free to express yourself, which is most importantly is that you can create art with performing arts. And it's basically like kamu bisa ngelakuin apa aja gitu. It's just like free.
It's just self-expression.
It's just self-expression. That's right. And for me is that I think performing arts is something that I find a home in. Yeah, it has always been my place as well. Not just the community, but it's also that the feelings that I go through with them is very important as well. Because before performing arts, I was very academic. Like,
Oh, you were like the academic kid.
yeah, I was like, no, below A's, like absolutely crazy about it. Until I met those type of people and I was extremely like, oh, turns out it is always okay to be fragile and art has never been a weakness, you know.
Yeah.
It has always been something that expresses yourself with seni. And ito to, for me, it's such a free will thing to do.
That's true.
Right.
It's like self-expression because not in every like kind of courses you can be self-expressive. I mean, in terms of arts, it's the same as like painting gitu kan.
Right.
You're putting your thought into terms of like painting, like drawing. But this time it's like expressing yourself through character, through singing, through acting. Apalagi acting sih menurut
Yeah.
sih. So, in your opinion nih, I'm pretty sure you've went through a lot of musical theaters or how many productions have you been through in Jakarta production actually?
Actually, I've never really joined kayak teater gedenya Hajak, but I'm thinking to join them like when they get another production.
I'm pretty sure one more is coming. I'm sure there's always more coming.
And I'm very excited because why are you guys so secretive? Like I have no idea what you're gonna do.
Like tell me what you want to do, please.
I think Soar has already been such a masterpiece for me. It's already like, oh my days, Soar is so good. What are they gonna do next year? And is it gonna be more crazy or is it gonna be more suitable for everyone? I don't know. But the thing is, I don't know what what you guys are doing.
Yeah,
thing.
but I'm pretty sure it gets crazier every year.
Exactly.
It just gets better, you know.
It gets better.
It gets
It has to be better.
It has to be better.
It has to be better.
Well, it has been actually like even from the difference from you should watch Surf the 2024.
Yes, I watched both shows.
Oh, you saw both
Absolutely
then.
amazing. Yeah.
Exactly. It was like, oh my god, it was better. And then it got to like better us, you know. Oh yeah, well like it had the us there.
It has way better like performance than the 2024. Even though it was already that good, I was mind blown. Exactly.
Well, if you haven't been to like any big productions, are there like anything that you've already like joined like in shows, maybe in malls, atau kayak like the small productions here in Jakarta?
No, not yet actually, but I go along with the kids here.
Oh,
Actually, that's why like I get to know like, oh, this musical theater production is like this, like this, like this, and then oh, this musical production is like this, like this, like this. And the reason why I'm actually into musicals is that my friends are the one who gave me the kayak mereka tuh kasih the stuff dan aku tuh kayak that's kind of
interesting.
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 Yeah.
So far you've only been like focusing on like the PAA and stuff. And I mean you do have a lot of things to do.
Yeah.
No, it's kind of like stressful to go like different things at the same time.
Yeah.
Well, you told me you had plans though, other than like joining Jakarta's big productions. What are your other plans, Nee?
I was thinking to join anything related to MUN, sort of,
Oh,
right?
since the social student kids, yeah,
Hidup IPM, hidup Agustai Comtes, you know what I'm saying? Right, yeah. And I'm just thinking, like, aside of arts, I think I should also be taking many things in academics as well. Because it's also very important, not just for school, but for university and for career as well. Very important.
You gotta fill up your CV and stuff, right?
Exactly. Yes.
Well, tell me, why are you interested in MUN? Like, what was like the first click? I mean, it's like such a big difference. Like, you went from like singing, musical theater, PA, and then MUN. It's like,
Yeah. It's like
it's like the borderline. There's like a borderline between contrast.
the contrast is crazy. Well, actually, it's because that I have friends in MUNs, like they joined MUN, and I'm like, what is this about?
Might as well try it, right?
Might as well try. And I just know that, oh, turns out it's like a place where you represent countries, and I'm like,
Mhm.
hey, that's actually very interesting. So I'm thinking if I have the model to do so, then why not, right?
Exactly. Why not try the things that you haven't tried before, even if it's like the contrast, but you will learn a lot of things anyway.
Exactly.
What was like the biggest lesson you've learned here in Jakarta? Like, it could be from teachers, it could be like from your mindset yourself, or like from Miss Riri herself.
Actually, the first thing that pops up to me the moment I went to Jakarta is it's okay to be fragile, because I have never been the type of person to express my feelings a lot, and expressing my feelings through theater, which is very ironic, gitu kan. That's why I'm like, oh, turns out you can always express your feelings despite, like, even if it's negative, what you're feeling is negative, right? And I think the community really teaches me that it's very important to be gentle to yourself. Like, it's not just about what you do and how you get there, but it's also that sometimes you just need to give a pat on the back to yourself, because you already did a lot. And that's something that you should be thankful for yourself. Gitu.
Like giving yourself a break.
Yeah, giving yourself a break, or giving yourself the patience that you need, because not everything needs to be rushed. Sometimes in moments where everything is very fast paced, it's always okay to slow down, and I think there's also many ways for you to do that, gitu kan. And aside of that, they really teach me how to be disciplined, because yeah, as much as I sometimes don't do the things that I'm told to, because I have other things to do aside from theater, right? Sometimes it makes me kaya mau do the stuff that I needed to do, because discipline really teach me that. And they teach me discipline, because back then I actually like to procrastinate in a way of, when I get too overwhelmed and tired, I don't know how to manage my time well. That's the thing. Time management. Yeah, time management. Theater really teach me how to do time management. And aside from that, it also teach me about responsibility. Responsibility is one of the biggest thing. Like, it's like a when you kiss a brick and then you throw it to someone's face.
Yeah, I know. It's like something big, and it's
Yeah,
easy to get.
and it's not easy to get, and it's not constant. Like,
That's true.
people will learn responsibility, patience, and all the above, and it will never be constant, because you will keep learning. That's the thing, right?
There's never an end.
There's never an end when it comes to knowledge, and for me, when it comes to learning something, there will never be an end, even though you're advanced, right? And yeah, I think theater really teaches me a lot. And aside from theater, I think joining competitions really built my mentality as well. But theater really teach me that being together and sharing each other's kaya struggles is also something that makes a bond, gitu.
That's true. That's right. And I'm pretty sure there's always space for self-development.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure even if we're reaching perfect, we're not perfect yet, and we can always strive to be more excellent, right? I mean, like, from yourself, do you think there is something that it could be more developed and much more improved?
Yeah. Maybe for me, when it comes to self improvement, I would just say it's all about my mentality because aside from doing what I do, I really need to shape the mentality I have. I mean, considering that I do all of these things, sometimes I am not nice to myself.
Mm-hmm.
I constantly push things and I do not want myself to feel that negativity because everyone deserves kindness, especially yourself, like that, right? And aside from that, is that I really want to be a better person in general, and I'm trying to be. That's the thing. And I know it wouldn't just suddenly the next day I would be
Yeah, a better person. There's always process.
Yes,
Time.
there's always process, there's time, and every process, even though it's like the percentage is only like 0.5, it's still
It's
an
still a
improvement.
process. It's
Yeah, it's still an improvement, which is better than nothing because doing nothing will just lead you to nowhere.
exactly.
Failing is like, for me, failing has never been something that I've seen as jadi tiba-tiba kayak I'm not good enough gitu.
Hmm.
I think it's more likely to be something that I will learn the lesson from it gitu. And aside of that, I also think that process will not be quick as you will think it is. It could take a year or it could take many years. It could take months, days. Like depends on how you do it. And for one thing is you also have to be patient with it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I mean as humans gitu, we would feel that we always constantly want to be better and
Mhm.
we always want more. That's the thing.
Yes, that's right.
But aside from wanting more and be better, sometimes we just have to feel grateful for what we have,
Yeah.
what we have learned, the gratitude that we have achieved. And it's something that we should cherish because once we feel like nothing is ever enough for us, that's when you feel that you can get pretty much lost and stranded because you will never feel enough. But for me, as long as you're trying, as long as you're making a process, that's more than enough because we are more than our achievements. That's honestly my opinion, right? We're more than our achievements. We are our own person, and that's beautiful, right? Like, we're our own individuals, and that's something that we should embrace ourselves in. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what I'm getting from it's that you say your mentality could be something that's developed. But to me, girl, your mindset is like shaped. Like if there was a cookie cutter, like a perfect cookie, that's like your mindset right now. It's like perfectly shaped. I mean, not everyone can have the same mindset as you,
Yeah.
right? Even if it's on stage, not everyone could have the mindset like, you know what, just be pede. You have to bring out the emotions. Some people are still too anxious to show themselves, to express themselves. And in my opinion, you've like reached that perfectly. Like you know what to do on stage and you know what to do during the process. You know what you're capable of. You even said it yourself, not everything could be rushed. And I think for you audiences that's still like confused, like about life, like contemplating about life, I think you just gotta like slow down a bit, reflect to yourself, like
Take your time.
just take your time.
Yeah.
Think about the things that you want to do in the future.
Yeah. And it's never too late to make process, and it should be something that you're not embarrassed about just because you're starting now. It's better to start now. It's better to start right now. Do it other than never doing it, and you will never get the chance to do so.
And it doesn't matter how small it is because it's still an improvement anyway.
Yeah.
Other than 0%, it's better to have 0.01.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Well, I'm getting a lot of messages from you today, Kaya. I'm totally amazed. Like, as a 15-year-old, your mind is like, it's like worldwide. If like we're combining every therapist here, it's like, you're it already, It's crazy. It's like, I'm amazed. But if you were to summarize everything that you just like had addressed here to me and to our audiences today, what would be like the big message, the top message that you would want to say?
I would say for everyone who thinks that they are tired, overworked, or maybe burnt out, I just want to say that you guys are doing an amazing job, you know. Like, thank yourself for it. You've worked hard enough, and for you guys are still confused on where to go, life will eventually reach for you as long as you try. And aside of that, I think for my performers out there, when you feel nervous, it's okay. That constantly means that you're still living, and it also means that we are still humans. We're fragile, and it's valid because we are complex beings and bukan cuman harus sekedar pede and singing with pride or performing with pride, but it's also important that you also need to embrace the stage and you also need to embrace yourself. That's the thing. Whatever flaws you have, whatever mistakes that you did in the past or you might do in the future, always forgive yourself for it. And I think it's very important that you should be kind to yourself because you're doing all of this. Kalian yang ngejalanin, and it's more than enough than you think. And please remember that bravery sometimes feels like fear, but it's actually the courage that makes you do the things despite it, despite the fear. So I would also like to say to you that you're doing an amazing job, and I'm sure that you have made a lot of efforts. Yes, I'm gonna tear up now.
Oh, it's okay, girl. It's okay. It's okay.
And for one thing, you also matter. And I'm pretty sure that you are very, very, very intelligent. Karena, I mean, girl, just look at you. Right? Just look at you, right? And for one thing, I think everyone needs to know that you guys are enough. Yeah, that's the thing.
Wow.
And yeah, I think that's just everything I want to say. I have so much things to say, but eventually I think you guys will know that things or problems they will always be put in their own places in the end. That's the thing.
That's right.
Every problem has
And their
the solutions. Yeah. Every problem has their solutions, and when you feel lost, there's always going to be a door opening for you, and it could be any time. So take the chance if can, but if you feel like I don't think I can do this at the moment, it's okay. Chances will never
end.
They'll
There's
never end.
always opportunity for everything.
There's always opportunity for anything, and it's never ending. Never ending.
Mhm.
Exactly. So yeah.
You know, her words, she doesn't just what? She doesn't just behold your hand and make this. Oh no, she doesn't just touch people's heart during singing, but you would be such a good friend. I'm pretty sure you're such a good friend. Cause like, oh my god, kasi terharu banget when she was like saying the stuff to me. I was something like I'm fumbling on my own words, you know. Like I don't know what I start to say, but like, oh my god, girl, you are like an amazing person. You're an amazing friend. You're an amazing person to yourself as well. And I'm pretty sure your future is bright. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Well,
Thank you so much for having me. Oh my days.
you audiences have to say thank you to her right now. Like give her a round of applause or something.
Give yourself a round of applause.
Give everyone herself a round of applause. Well, thank you, Falona. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
So much.
You're an amazing
Thank you so much for coming, actually.
legit.
And like literally saying all these messages and feeling like, you know, your personal own therapist. I feel like I'm getting like therapy right now. I was like, it touched my heart so much. Well, thank you so much, really. Thank you so much for coming.
So much.
Thank you everyone for watching my well. And don't forget to watch our next podcast. And I'll say bye to Falona. Bye bye. Bye, bye, everyone.
Bye, Cafe. Bye.